Some houses aren't haunted by ghosts. They're alive, and they whisper your name until you lose your mind. Clara, a documentary filmmaker, arrives at the decaying Blackwood house in the countryside. She wants to investigate rumors that anyone who stays a night inside hears whispers calling their name. The house looks alive, windows like eyes, the front door slightly ajar as if it's breathing. Clara sets up her camera, whispering into her recorder. September 12th, 11 p.m. I'm spending the night inside Blackwood House. Locals say the walls whisper. Let's find out. Inside, the air is heavy with dust. Clara's flashlight cuts through the darkness, revealing portraits with scratched-out eyes. As she walks, the floorboards groan under her weight. She hears it, a faint whisper. At first, it sounds like wind. Then it becomes clearer. Clara! Her recorder picks it up distinctly. She freezes, whispering, "It said my name. It knows me." Clara touches the wall and recoils. It's warm, almost like skin. Her flashlight reveals tiny cracks in the plaster, and from inside, something pulses faintly, like a heartbeat. The whispers grow louder. Stay. Forever. Suddenly, a handprint forms on the wall right in front of her eyes, pressing from inside. Clara screams, backing away, recording everything. Clara forces herself upstairs to the attic. There, she discovers a circle of rotting children's toys, all arranged around a cracked mirror. The whispers turn into laughter, childlike, echoing from all directions. She sets her camera down to film the toys. In the mirror's reflection behind her, a figure crouches in the shadows, grinning. But when she spins around, nothing is there. Clara stares at the cracked mirror in the attic. Her own reflection doesn't move with her. It stays still, smiling. The reflection whispers, "Why do you fight, Clara? This house wants you. It chose you." Her breathing grows heavy. She smashes the mirror with her flashlight, but instead of breaking, blood drips from the cracks, running down like tears. The whispers now guide Clara. Come down, deeper, below the house. Shaking, she descends into the basement. It smells of rot. The floor is wet, as if something leaks from the walls. Her flashlight reveals chains hanging from the ceiling and symbols carved into the concrete. Suddenly, one of the chains swings violently, as if someone invisible is thrashing against it. Clara steadies her camera on a tripod. As the red light blinks, she steps into the middle of the basement. Behind her, the camera captures it, a pale face slowly emerging from the wall itself, whispering, its mouth stretching unnaturally wide. Clara doesn't see it until she checks the viewfinder. The whispers grow deafening, layered voices chanting, "Stay, stay, stay." She screams and runs back, but the walls begin to shift, closing in on her. The entire house begins to groan. The walls expand and contract as if the house is breathing. Dust falls from the ceiling, and doors slam shut one by one. Clara, panicking, screams into her recorder, "It's alive! The house is alive!" She runs for the front door, but when she tries to open it, the handle pulses like flesh, veins crawling across the wood. The door whispers, clear as day, "You can never leave, Clara." She collapses, sobbing. Clara sits in the corner, trembling, clutching her camera. But the whispers are no longer coming from the walls. They are inside her head. She covers her ears, but the voices grow louder. "Your heart is ours. Stop fighting. Let us in." Her eyes roll back for a moment. She feels as if something is crawling under her skin, like hundreds of insects. She scratches her arms until blood seeps out. On the wall behind her, the words appear, written in her blood, "She stays." Clara stands up slowly, her body stiff and unnatural. The camera still records. Her voice changes, layered with whispers. "I am the house. The house is me." Her eyes turn black for a split second. She grabs her flashlight and smashes the camera, but the recording continues even without it. The broken lens captures her face, twisted and smiling in the dark. Meanwhile, outside, Clara's neighbor, Mr. Dalton, hears screams echoing from the house. He runs to check, banging on the door. "Clara, are you okay? Open the door." The house falls silent, no sound. Then suddenly, Clara's voice comes from the other side of the door. "Help me, please." Dalton pushes the door open and is immediately pulled into complete darkness, the door slamming shut behind him. The camera, though smashed, continues to capture grainy footage. It shows Dalton dragged across the floor by invisible hands, his nails tearing as he tries to hold on. His screams echo, then cut off suddenly. The last shot shows Clara standing over him, her face blank, whispering, "The house must eat. The house must live." The lights flicker, and then everything goes black. Dalton's muffled screams fade. Clara, now fully possessed, walks towards the basement door. It creaks open by itself. Inside, the air is thick, almost liquid. The camera captures shadows moving against the walls, though nothing is there. On the floor are old bones, rusted chains, and scraps of clothing from people who lived there before. The whispers chant in unison. The house remembers. The house never forgets. Clara kneels on the ground, smiling. Suddenly, the walls begin to pulse like living flesh. The wood bends and cracks, veins running through it as if the entire house is alive. Clara presses her hands against the wall. The wall breathes back. The house whispers through her lips. "She is ours. You are ours. All who enter belong to us." The floorboards open, revealing a pit of darkness that swallows the camera's view. The camera shows Dalton's lifeless body dragged into the pit. Clara follows, her voice no longer her own. Before she descends, she looks directly into the camera, her smile wide, her eyes pitch black. "Whoever watches this, you've already let us in." She blows out the candle in her hand, and the footage cuts to static. Days later, police enter the house after neighbors report strange smells. They find no sign of Clara or Dalton, only the broken camera still recording. When the police review the footage, their faces go pale. The officer watching suddenly turns the screen off and whispers, "We should burn this house down." But outside, the house creaks and groans, as if laughing. What if the house you moved into wasn't just haunted, but alive, breathing and hungry? If you were Clara, would you dare to spend a single night inside this house? Tell me in the comments below.